Hello YouTubers, welcome to New Parents in Training. I'm going to show you what we use for bath time with our baby. And there are two main ones that we use. We use this Antilop high chair from IKEA. And this bathtub, this is the Summer Infant Right Height bathtub. The reason why I chose these two products is because I have sprained my back about 3 times. Once when I was pregnant and 2 times after I gave birth. I guess my back has gone through much suffering, and so every time I bend or lift heavy stuff, it does kind of hurt. And so these two products have given me the comfort to give our baby a bath. How I do give the baby a bath with the high chair is in the shower. Currently, we use the high chair for showering because that's the fastest and most convenient to use for us. And every time I take him a shower with the high chair, I have to make sure he is always watched. I never let him take a shower by himself or play by himself. So I always have to watch him because I don't want him to get up from the high chair and fall. So it's very important to always keep a watch on the baby. So we have two high chairs. One that we keep it for our dining table and the other one that we keep it here in the shower. So we don't need to transport back and forth. We have removed the safety buckles as you can see over here, but it's very important that I always watch him. Then here I put him inside. We started using the high chair in the shower when he was about 4 months old, when his head was upright and he was stable. He hated having water going to his eyes and ears. So I have here the popular Manito baby shampoo cap. I chose this cap because at that time, his head was smaller than you can see here. So the elastic band securely fits on the child's head. Since it's water repellent, it shields from the water dripping down on the face. I have here the baby bath silicone brush by Frida Baby. I love this brush. It's quite easy to use. It fits in the palm, it contours the shape of the baby's body, and it's suitable for all ages. It has this antibacterial material, so it protects the brush from getting bacteria and mold. And I have this caddy that it organizes all my stuff. It has his favorite toys, his duckies. I also have water resistant books or books that are made for bath time. And I have here a ducky sponge to help him wash the entire body. The cap is so easy to remove. I just remove it and hang it on a suction hanger. You cannot see in the picture, but it's so convenient to just let it hang and let it dry on its own. I like to use the Cetaphil products, especially this one. This one is a Cetaphil baby wash and shampoo with organic calendula. And the second product that I use is the Aveeno Baby Soothing Relief Creamy Wash. This is special for oatmeal and it's hypoallergenic, fragrance free. And I use it mainly whenever he has a breakout from his eczema. So after he's done with his shower, now that I finished rinsing him and cleaning him well, I take him out and give it a little shake. I feel that having a high chair is such an efficient to wash him. If we're not using the high chair, then this bathtub is the alternative that we use. And I like this bathtub because there are so many different ways to use it and it grows with the baby. And I love products that I could use for a long time. And so this top part can be detached and this one can be used over the sink when taking a bath with an infant. Also, if there's no sink, this could be attached to this and be taken over the bathtub as well. And once the baby is grown a little bit, then use the bathtub. The only caveat that I don't really like about the bathtub is if I try to attach this onto the blue base, it's really hard to attach it. Like I had to attach it in one corner and match it with the other corner and then try to press on this side, but it's really hard. So that's the only thing that I don't like about the bathtub. But other than that, I've been able to use it through the different stages for the baby. I used the summer infant right height bathtub when the baby was very young. That's before the high chair. I started using the newborn bath support under the sink, and I had to make sure I clear everything on site. I don't like to use the water straight from the sink. What I end up doing is I have two bowls. One is just for the warm water and the other one is the soapy water. I have this rubber ducky that can tell the water temperature whether it's too hot. And so looks like it's really hot. So now I could pour a little bit cold water to make it warm. I like to use my elbow to test the water. So when putting the elbow in the water, it should feel warm and not hot. So the newborn bath support, as you can see here, it fits very easily in the sink. And I'm gonna use Elmo as a demonstration. So for the infant support, when the baby was very little, he would slide down because the bottom didn't have a grip. So I use a towel where I put it on the bottom. And so this creates friction where the baby can stay in position and I didn't have to hold him the entire time that I was washing him up. So I have now a little towel to cover his pee-pee because I didn't want him to urinate on me. Then I wet him a little bit. I grab a towel filled with the soapy water and then wash his body. And for rinsing, I have here my bowl of warm water to rinse him off. What I like about this, when the water is high, there is slits at the bottom where the water can escape. Starting when he was about 3 or 4 months old, that's when I started using this cap. And it was so easy to use because this prevented the water going into his little eyes and ears. So after I put on the cap, that's when I wash his hair. And lastly, I use the towel to clean his face, his little ears, and areas that I didn't really clean at the beginning. The newborn bath support can be used in an elevated bath center. And so it brings the baby a little closer to me and making it easier to bathe the baby. However, our baby is a little bit too big for the newborn bath support, so he's not using it. So this is just more for demonstration. What he actually uses now is the tub. Now that he's able to sit upright. So this can be easily detached, taking the top and detaching the blue base and the tub. So the white part in the bottom, this can be used a tub for babies that can sit upright and also for toddlers. There is this clip-in support that can be attached in the bottom of the tub, and so it prevents the water from flowing out. But once you remove it, it drains all the dirty water out. And there he is, playing with his duckies and books and keeping himself entertained. But as a caution, always watching him is very important. And I use the blue base as a step stool for me to sit on and easily reach him. And at the same time, using a bowl of water to wash him along with his bath cap. So this is all a demonstration on what we do with this bathtub. And if we're traveling, I have this Jiggle bath time kneeling pad that a friend gave it to us. This one is a cushion for the knees and it's travel friendly, it's water resistant, it has roomy mesh pockets to carry bath time essentials, and all it is just be unzipped and placed onto the floor. So that will be comfortable to kneel down and to give the baby a bath. And one more item I wanted to discuss is the Summer Infant Comfy Bath Sponge. And this one is very inexpensive. It's about 10 bucks in Amazon. And this one, I used it when the baby was a newborn. This one can be used also for older babies. And I seen it on pictures where this one can be placed over bathtubs, but I didn't use that for that reason. I used it when he was really, really tiny, where I only gave him bath sponges because of his umbilical cord. After the umbilical cord fell off, then I started using Summer Infant Bathtub. So this is the Summer Infant Comfy Bath Sponge, and we used this when the baby was a newborn, when he still had his umbilical cord. I'm gonna use Elmo as a prop here. So we used this foam for his sponge baths, especially since we didn't want to wet his umbilical cord. I have here a little towel to put on his pee-pee side so he doesn't pee on me. In a bowl of water, warm water, towel, I just used it to clean his body. I really didn't use much of soap. I think if I use soap, I made sure that I did clean him a little bit extra just to take out the extra soap residue. But overall, for the first few days, it was just mainly warm water for him. And to avoid the baby from losing too much heat, I made sure that I wrapped him really quick after the bath. The last thing I do for a new baby during the bath time is to wash his head. Just putting his head near the sink, using again another towel to soak it in water and clean his head, his hair, and scrub his scalp to prevent cradle cap. And that's it. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video so far. And these are products that are so good, especially for moms and dads that have issues with bending down, taking a bath for the babies. And so don't forget to subscribe and to share and to like. Until then, bye-bye.